Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara. Today, we're starting with a developing story that's making headlines around the world. Ukraine is accusing Israel of buying grain that was allegedly stolen by Russia from occupied Ukrainian territories. This dispute has been escalating over the past day, with both sides presenting their arguments. According to reports, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky criticized Israel for allowing shipments of grain from occupied Ukrainian territory to enter its ports. Zelensky stated that this is not legitimate business and that the Israeli authorities cannot be unaware of which ships are arriving at their ports and what cargo they are carrying. On the other hand, Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar said that Ukraine has not provided evidence to support its allegations that the grain was stolen. He also emphasized that diplomacy should not be conducted online or through the media, especially between friendly nations. Russia, which is accused of stealing the grain, has declined to comment on the matter, with Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov saying it's for Ukraine and Israel to resolve. It's worth noting that both Russia and Ukraine are major agricultural exporters, and the conflict in Ukraine has had a significant impact on the global food market. The European Union has also weighed in on the issue, condemning any actions that help fund Russia's illegal war effort and circumvent EU sanctions. As this story continues to unfold, we'll be keeping a close eye on it and bringing you updates. It's a complex issue with many different perspectives, and we'll strive to provide fair and balanced coverage. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're halfway through our show, and now it's time to dive into the world of global energy markets. The United Arab Emirates has made a significant announcement that's sending shockwaves throughout the industry. They will be leaving OPEC, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, as well as its wider alliance, OPEC+, effective May 1st. This move marks a major shift in the UAE's strategy as they seek to pursue their own path in meeting changing global demand. The country plans to gradually ramp up its oil production, which has been a point of contention with neighboring Saudi Arabia in recent years. Tensions between the two nations have been simmering, with disagreements over oil output policy and competition for regional influence. It's worth noting that the UAE's decision comes at a time when the global oil market is already facing significant disruptions due to the ongoing war in Iran. The conflict has led to shortages and supply chain issues, forcing many countries to re-evaluate their energy strategies. The UAE believes that by leaving OPEC, they will have more flexibility to respond to market demands without being constrained by the collective decision-making process of the group. While some analysts see this move as a significant blow to OPEC's influence, others argue that it may not have a major impact on the global oil market in the short term. With the war in Iran continuing to limit oil exports from the region, many countries are already being forced to reduce their production levels. As the situation continues to unfold, it will be interesting to see how the UAE's decision affects the global energy landscape. Will other countries follow suit, or will OPEC be able to adapt and maintain its influence? One thing is certain: this development has significant implications for the future of global energy markets. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to bring to your attention a developing story that's been making headlines in recent days. The situation between Afghanistan and Pakistan has taken a turn for the worse, with reports of airstrikes and fighting along their shared border. The Taliban government in Afghanistan has accused Pakistan of launching airstrikes on its territory, resulting in civilian casualties. According to reports, the fragile ceasefire that had been holding since early April has been broken, with both sides exchanging blame and accusations. The European Union has also been drawn into the situation, with rumors of a possible meeting between EU officials and Taliban representatives in Brussels later this summer. However, the EU has declined to confirm these reports, stating only that contacts at technical level are ongoing. It's worth noting that the EU has been walking a fine line in its dealings with the Taliban. seeking to balance its desire to deport Afghan nationals who have committed crimes in Europe with its commitment to upholding human rights and protecting vulnerable populations. The situation is complex and multifaceted, with many different stakeholders and interests at play. As the situation continues to unfold, it's essential to approach the issue with a nuanced and balanced perspective, recognizing the complexities and challenges involved. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.